What's up, guys? This is part 13 of my Mega Man X playthrough. I'm Sean here for Dudemonkeyhq, and today we're gonna fight the D-Rex. I called the Mangda Bangda the worst name for a villain ever in my last video. The D-Rex is kinda bad. I always just called him Chompy. Like, I don't know. Seemed like it makes sense. I know that's a Mario thing, but whatever. Anyway, so we popped open the thing. I think the first boss is the Armored Armadillo. If you guys don't remember, I want to use the electricity on him. I just tried the Hadouken. Again, I'm not very good at it. A lot of people are a lot better than me. But against the Armored Armadillo, what you want to do is shoot him back against the wall, and then shoot your electricity off the wall so you can turn him around. I think I'm more effective in this playthrough than I was in the previous one. But he does that rolly bullshit on me a couple of times. He's getting some significant hits, man. So yeah. So you see, if you turn him around, then you're less likely to get hit by his blast attack. And if you get it in the right scenario, you can actually pin him there the whole entire level. He just did his roll move a few too many times, and he ran out of health before he was, before I could effectively implement that strategy. And this fucking bat. So yeah. So here I'm gonna recharge my stuff, so that way I can have full power and maybe do a Hadouken for you. If you saw my last playthrough, I did use the Hadouken against the Drill Penguin, but yeah, I'd like to do it against a more difficult boss at least once. But again, I'm not very good with the Hadouken. I never really played Street Fighter as a kid, and it's like the same controls from that. And I never learned the Hadouken until later in life, so like my whole entire personal strategy for beating the game was developed around the fact that I didn't know the Hadouken existed. So right now we're gonna fight the something chameleon, sting chameleon, and we're gonna use the boomerang because I know I'm not gonna hit this guy, and I use the charged attack because I think it's cool. And if you just dash and you keep throwing them, I'm actually being a little too conservative with it. The thing is with the boomerang is that if you miss, it usually comes right back to you, which is almost like a real boomerang, you might be thinking. But yeah, in a game, refuelable weaponry is kind of a rarity, at least for specialty weaponry that would normally run out. As you can see, the Sting Chameleon is pretty effective. You just combine that dash with the boomerang toss and you'll be good, just like the first time. There we go. So what you want to do is wipe these guys out, and if you're looking at that health and you're like, how do I get it? Or that power up and you're like, how do I get it? You just chuck that boomerang at it. There we go. So now I got full health, and I think I'm gonna switch to the tornado, or maybe not. Oh, it's the fucking electric guy. So I'm gonna use the ice power against him, I believe. Same basic strategy as the first. You want to face the wall. Ooh, he fucking got me. 'Cause I wasn't on the ice thing. That was a good dodge, though. That made up for me getting hit by that opening attack. So you bounce it off the wall, and you keep freezing him in place. And again, I like to shoot him in the face for the last hit because I think it looks cool. So you can expect that in a minute. There we go. I don't know. He just reacts like he got shot in the face when he dies. He does that little churn the opposite way of where you hit him. I just think it makes sense. Makes sense in my head anyway. So yeah, I use the tornado on these stupid fucking fish because they eat you and then they drain your power. If you do get eaten while you have the tornado, what you want to do is switch your power to something else, because the tornado is actually not super effective against them when you're inside. Anyway, so we're gonna fight the launch octopus. I think I'm gonna try the Hadouken against him, because I fucking hate this boss and he made me use an energy tank last time. So we'll see how that goes. He's pretty strong, so. Oh, and I got him. Come on. That was pretty goddamn impressive. So again, the Hadouken is very effective. I've seen other playthroughs where people are like masters at the Hadouken. I'm not really, but I landed it there, and I landed it against the boss that I truly fucking hate, so, you know, that's nice. There we go, and yeah, I just use this and I dash up here. The chameleon power makes you invincible temporarily. And right now we're gonna fight the fucking flame mammoth. He's an elephant if you don't know. And I'm gonna try the Hadouken on him. Ah, fucking, you see that? Like, if you hit him with the buster, which I always seem to fire the buster before I actually attack the guy with it, then you will, you know, he'll become invincible for like a second. The same way that when you get hit, you become invincible for like a second, and that can really fuck up your shit. So, not only did he not get killed by the Hadouken, but I fucking, you know, ended up losing my freaking my full health, so I can't even try it again. And right here I just took an extra hit for literally no reason, because I like to finish him with the finishing move and do that like dash away, because I think that's cool. And I lost a little health. I mean, it's the price that you pay for being stupid, and there are no power-ups between here and the D-Rex, you know, the final boss. As far as power-ups against the D-Rex, I don't know what people use against him. I always just use the buster, because, you know, that's what I'm comfortable using. Also, this is like a level that should come with a carpal tunnel warning, because the way I hide from him is up in the corner. And yeah, you have to be careful, because when he clanks against that wall and you're on it, you're, you're more vulnerable to being hit. So I just looked it up while I was doing the playthrough. Apparently the boomerang is super effective against him, but I've never tried to use it against him, so maybe that's something to think about if you're having a lot of trouble. Again, I don't really have that much of a difficulty with him. Like, some playthroughs are better than others. When he does that bullshit where he clanks against the wall and he keeps pinning me on the side, that's really frustrating. But for the most part, I think I do alright. The trick to not getting hit by that is to land on his, like, bottom half when he attacks the wall like that. He's actually spamming the wall attack more than I remember him ever doing, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, this you can dodge the way I'm doing it, where you go up in the top corner. The reason I don't do it in the bottom corner is because after that he usually does that slide thing from the bottom, and that's like hits you a lot. And we're near the kill point right now. I'll have to try this playthrough again when I use the boomerang against him. It's actually an interesting thing. I would have never thought of that power, honestly. The electricity maybe, like short circuit the machine, but I guess that could work for all of them. Anyway, that's the end of this level. As you can see, I beat him with literally like one hit left personally. And yeah, try the boomerang. Let me know how it goes in the comments. Thanks for watching. In the next level, we're going to finish the game. We're going to fight Sigma in 2 forms and a dog. Full Vic.